Quietly revise. So we had done parallelogram law, right? What was the formula that we were getting? If I have one vector, second vector, AB, then resultant of it goes from the center, we were saying. And what was that resultant given as? Root of a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta. Okay. Now this is something that we studied theoretically. की अशें अशें कितें तरी आसता तुमकां कॉलेजीन सपोज केला जाल्यार तुमकां तितून वॅल्यूज घातल्यात आसतले आनी यू मस्ट हॅव सॉल्व सम न्यूमेरिकल्स करेक्ट ओके लेट अस कम टू द प्रॅक्टिकल पार्ट what exactly it is. Okay, pay attention here. If there is one object, okay, if I want to move this object, k direction and move करपाक जाय. First case I'll take. So I apply two forces say on this. Talk जाणा धुकळटा. F1 is equal to 10 Newton. F2 is equal to say 5 Newton. और दूसरा असता मातसो कमी force like. What will happen to this object? Can you tell me? Force is a vector quantity. Huh? Both are vectors. These are vectors. So what do you think will happen to the object? Move जातलो, move जावचो ना कित जातलो? It is going to move, right? Which side it will move? You know that logically everyone knows it is moving in this direction. Why is it moving? Because this much amount of force was applied. So this basically tells you when two vectors are going in same direction, what happens to the two vectors? They get added up. And the direction of the final vector will also be in that particular direction. So what will be your F net? Net means what? Combination of. What will be F net? 10 plus 5. Answer will be 15 Newton. Okay, so this is your resultant. F net barita na resultant barita better so that you compare it with this one. So this I'll write A and this I'll write B. Okay, now can you try to little bit relate over here? A and B are the two vectors. Not necessary, they will always go like this. They can go in any direction. So if they are going in same direction, what should you do with both the vectors? Add them up. Okay, now suppose if I have this object, okay, I am applying some force on it, say 20 Newton, to move it in that direction. But एक कोणतरी मस्ती भुरगो येता आनी तो म्हाका move करपाक दिना. तो कितें करता? On the other direction is applying 5 Newton of force. What do you think will happen to this object? Will it move or will it not move? Not move? It will move. Because definitely my force is more, no? That one is trying to put. But if this force was not present, then I easily move karpak shaktale. Okay. Since this one is applying a force in the opposite direction, majo maso force kit jatlo, kami jatlo. So how much is the total resultant force acting on this? 20 minus 5. How you did it? If two vectors are going in opposite direction, either this way or this way, what should be the resultant? You have to subtract it. What it will be? Here what you are doing? Resultant is A plus. What is the resultant over here? A minus B or B minus A, depending on which one is greater. What will be the direction? Just imagine, kunchano object moves along the higher value of force. So it is going to move in this direction. So resultant will be this side. So value chod astolo. Now just the third case. If this object is there, I'm applying 10 Newton of force this side and 10 Newton of force this side. What do you think will happen? There's one object. I'm applying 10 Newton of force this side, 10 Newton of force this side. What do you think will happen? Will the object move? No. Why? Because A minus B, 10 minus 10. Answer is what? So this object is going to be at rest. Why? Because resultant is A minus B, which is 10 minus 10, which is equal to, getting the point? Okay. Now if I ask you, two vectors are pointing like this. Point making some angle. Your angle was how much? Okay, can you tell me what was the angle over here between the two vectors? Parallel means what? Angle is parallel means angle 0, no? Angle will be what? Anti-parallel. 1. Okay, anti-parallel and दोन cases असेल. Now, if two vectors are going in such a direction that they are making some angle theta, now how will be the resultant? How will be the resultant? And what it will be? Root of a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta. So if they are making 0 angle, you directly add them up. If they are making 180 angle, you directly subtract. And if they are making any other angle other than 0 or 180, 90 cheru ek atlo point, but let us keep that 90 aside. So if they are making any other angle other than 0, 180 or 90, what you have to do? 90 सुद्धा घेतल्या जाता हांगा 90 जातरी किती जातले? Can you tell me that? Cos 90 is how much? Cos 90 is 0. This entire term will go, no? So what will be left? Root of a square plus b square. So take 90 also over here. 60, 30, 90 खंयचो angle केला direct किती घेवपाचे? R is root of a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta. And these things are very, very important. Importance of that formula? Yes. परत सांगा, if two vectors are going in same direction, what you will do? Add them up. Direction will be in which direction? Same direction. If two vectors are going in opposite direction, subtract them. Okay, direction kuncha astolo ho gaye ho, depending on which one is greater. Okay. If they are making some angle other than 0 or 180, it is your direct formula. A square root of a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta. हे तुमका मैं explain केले in a logical way. Now let me take that formula. R is equal to what it was? A square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta, right? So let us take the cases now. Cases. Case 1. Theta 0 घालून पोया किती येता तो? We should get the same thing. Then we can say that what we have done is correct. Theta 0 घाला किती मेळटले? Root of a square plus b square plus 2ab because cos 0 is 1. And what is a square plus b square plus 2ab? A plus b the whole square. So R will be root of a plus b the whole square. Square root square will get cancelled out. So kiti ulle? Are we getting the same thing? Yes. Ata second case will take theta is equal to 180 degree. R will be root of a square plus b square plus 2ab, sorry, 2 ab cos 180. How much is cos 180? Minus 1. So you will get this as a square plus b square minus 2ab. And what is a square plus b square minus 2ab? A minus b the whole square. So you are getting a minus b the whole square, which will give you this as a minus b. Are you getting the second one? Let us take the third one. Case 3. When theta is equal to 90 degree. What it will be? Root of a square plus b square plus 2ab cos 90. How much is cos 90? 0. So her full term 0 झालो. So किती उरतं? R is equal to root of a square plus is that clear? Okay. So हो जो concept असा, हो concept that is extremely important for your 11th 12th standard. Vectors ज्या ज्या कडेन येतले त्यांना त्यांना हो concept apply करपाक. Okay, same direction add up, opposite direction separate. ते cases basis तुमका बरोवपाक खंयच येवची ना. आता म्हाका खबर ना. They have done those cases in the class. Then don't stress on it. You will get directly the numericals. But this part is important for you all to remember. Numericals for your 12th standard and all are based on this. So हे खंय तरी बरोवन दवरा. Somewhere this side. This is given on the notes. No need to write here. This you write somewhere at the side. Some last page or something like that. Done? Only these cases you write 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, and we start with the numerical part on this. Page number 4, question number 6 and 7 will show first. Read question number 6. Two forces 4 and 3 Newton gives a resultant of 1 Newton. So what are the things given? Two forces, F1 is given as 4 Newton, F2 is given as 3 Newton, and then the resultant is also given to us as 1 Newton. What is the angle between the two forces? So these are the two vectors, right? F1 and F2. This angle and resultant is here. So this theta you have to find out. So which formula? R is equal to root of a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta. Solve it. So first thing what you have to do, theta is inside the root. So can you keep the root as it is? Theta is inside the root, no? R is equal to root of f1 square plus f आता a आणि b बरे नकात. What is your a given as? Force 1. B is f2 plus 2 f1 f2 cos theta. Now tell me, theta you have to find out. But theta किद्यान bound असा? It is in your root sign. So you have to remove it out from the root sign. How you will remove? Square on both sides. So r square will be f1 square plus f2 square plus 2 f1 f2 cos theta. Now solve it. So theta you keep on one side, opally solve karat and then find out that value. Now keep 24 cos theta on one side, take all the terms on the other side. So that then you can find the cos theta value. So 24 cos theta is equal to minus 16 minus 9 jatle. Sorry, no, there is 1 over there, no? 1 minus 16 minus 9. On the other side, you have 1, no? So cos theta will be, how much is this? Just 6. Minus 8. It will be minus 8. Okay, minus sign is there, no? 24. Okay. That you have 20. So how much it is coming to? Cos theta will be minus 24 upon 24, which comes to be cos theta is equal to minus 1. And what angle of cos gives you minus 1? Cos how much gives you minus 1? 180 degrees. So theta will be how much? 180. Solve the next one. Second one, seventh one. Yes. 29th, I had not taken a class, no? Monday. Yuzik was not there for, you were not present on first, right? Sure, no? Nicola is there. Force. Two forces are equal, so you will not put F1 and F2 anymore. It will be FF. Solve it quickly. No time to waste. Whatever you have put A, B, then it will be A. Two forces are equal, it is saying. So your F1 is equal to F2 is equal to F. Resultant is given as 1414. Theta is given as 90 degree. Cos 90. So this will anyways become what? 0. So resultant is 1414. So this will be 2f square. So 1414 root 2 into f. So f is what they have asked. So what will be f? 1414 upon root 2. And what is the value of root 2? 1.414. So f will be 1414 upon 1.414. So if you shift the decimal points 3 times, it will be 1414 upon 1414 into decimal point 3 times shift केले जाल्यार किती जातले numerator. You all know this, right? 1.414. If you want to make it 1414, that means what you have to do? 3 times you have to shift your decimal point. So this will become 1414. आता 3 times shift केला तो कोई adjust करतली 10 raised to 3. But your decimal point wala number is at the denominator. So कोई adjust करपाचो तो to the numerator. So answer is 1000 Newton. Those are finished. Solve the 8th and 9th one, page number 5. Two forces 20 Newton and 5 Newton are acting at an angle of 180 degree between them. Find the resultant force in magnitude and direction. आता एक याद दोरा. Do not, now you know 180 degree म्हणलं. So you definitely what you will do, A minus B. But don't do that now. Whatever I have told you all is for your future. Now what they are expecting from you, that you are in a learning process. You have to put that formula, in that formula you have to substitute theta and then start solving. Because you get marks for your steps. Okay, so when you are solving, I told whatever I told you all is the overall concept, general, how you are going to use it in your future. Because if I just talk about the formula, it will be theoretical. आणि त्याका काय value ना. Tomorrow, anyways, you all will forget. So what I told you before, that you will remember, right? So, but while solving now, see that you take the formula and put the values. Because formula घालना असताना केलो direct marks cut जातले. Because it is one step answer, no otherwise. Yes or no? You will just do A minus B. Theta is 180 degree. Two vectors going in opposite direction. What you will do? Subtract them. एक मार्कान तुम suppose त्याका 1 mark असा half mark मिळेल. So don't do that. Put the proper formula and solve. Quick. This is simple one. Direction also you find out. Direction formula already दिला असं. Direction you anyways know. What should be the direction? It will be in the direction of that. Which one? So ज्या direction 20 Newton वयता त्या direction असपारे. But direction formula is given to you. So try to put it over there and solve it. So there are two forces. F1 is 20 Newton. F2 is 5 Newton. Angle is 180 degree. You have to find a resultant. R is equal to root of F1 square plus F2 square plus 2 F1 F2 cos theta. So F1 is what? 20 square plus 5 square plus 2 into 20 into 5 into cos 180. So how much is this? 400 plus 25 plus minus at low because cos 180 is minus 1. Okay. Okay, you can do one thing here. You can do one thing. Instead of doing this, no, simple way सांगतात. अशे जाल्यार अशे करात, काय problem ना. Solve only for theta first. That will minimize your thing. Yes, only for theta plus. First, F1 square, F2 square, 2F1, F2 cos 180. What is cos 180? Minus 1. So R will be F1 square. Do not substitute anything. Minus 180. So this will be minus F1, F2. And what is this? F1 square plus F2 square minus F1, F2. A square plus B square minus AB. It is A minus B the whole square. So R is equal to F1 minus F2 the whole square. Square root square got cancelled out. It will be F1 minus F2. This becomes easy. So also I केला जाता काय problem ना. But also I केल्यार I feel हांगा calculations कमी जाता. Whichever way you are comfortable with, you can solve. Both methods are correct. So this will be 20 minus 5. Answer will be 15 Newton. Do not cancel now. If you all have done it that way, do not cancel. That is also correct. To reduce the calculation in future, I am saying you can opt this method. Because you know anyways it is A minus B, right? But as you are doing it for the first time, you have to start with this formula. Okay? Direction find out karpa layla. What was direction? Formula? Tan inverse of B sin theta upon A plus B cos theta. Yes? So what you are getting here is B was how much? B is your F2. This is your F1. This is your F2 again. A is F1, B is F2. So 5 sine 180 upon 20 plus 5 cos 180. How much is sine 180? How much? Sine 180. Cos 180 is minus 1. मैं sin कसं 1 असपाक शकता? 0. So it is what? 10. 0 upon anything is 0. Or it is just like saying 10 beta is equal to 0. Correct, no? 10 taken on the other side, inverse goes off. So 10 beta is equal to 0. And for what angle of 10 you get 0 value? It will be which angle? How much? What angle of 10 gives you 0? Which one? If you don't know, at least you know that your 0, no? So it should go in which direction? F1 direction and ospak there. So to bostu padlo so. What was beta? Beta was angle of resultant with your B, no? So to also bostu padlo. So answer will be what? Solve the next one quickly. Beta will be 0, that you write. 10 beta. So beta, so angle kitla aspak jai? 0. 10 0 is 0, no? You should know that what is that table, very important for physics, not just for maths. What is sine 0, what is sine 30, what is sine 45, 16 and 90. You should know these values. Two forces 10 Newton and 14 Newton are acting upon a body. What can be the maximum and minimum resultant force on the body? Can you tell me what is the when the force will be maximum? Just think and tell me when the force will be maximum. See, two vectors can either go in one direction or they can go in opposite direction. Okay, these are the general cases. And they are going in same direction, you add them up. Addition means you are going to get the maximum value. And when you will get that maximum value, theta kitla aspak there? 0. When you are going to get the minimum value, subtraction the minimum value matter. So subtraction means how they should go? 180 degree. So your for maximum theta is 0, for minimum theta is 180 degree. Note it down and find out. Two forces are given. You have to find a resultant for maximum, resultant for minimum. Quickly solve it and tell me. I'm not solving it. Tell me the maximum resultant value first. So please follow this method. It will reduce your calculations. Correct, no? जाय जाल्यार घालात पूण बेश्टे हांगा मल्टिप्लिकेशन डिविजन करपाक unnecessary time waste जाता. So maximum means 0 येतलो, so it will be a plus b the whole square. Root will get cancelled out. Answer will be a plus b. Same you do with 180 degree. 180 degree up exact असो असतो. So you finally know that you are going to either add or subtract. Yes or no? So कित्याक आनी ते calculation हांगा बेश्टे वाडोवपाक जाय. Getting the point, no? You logically you know now. Maximum means you are going to add up. Minimum means you are going to subtract. So rather than doing all the calculations here, do it and finally do the calculation. Add and subtract. What is the first answer? Maximum 4. It is 14 plus 10, right? So 24 येवपाक जाय तुमकां. आतां हांगा कितें करून डायरेक्ट 14 बरोवशात. सपोज तुमचे टीचर वाचना मार्क्स पडले then that is fine. And what will be the second answer? Minimum 4. 14 minus 10. मेळटा सगल्यांक? Do not write directly, you will lose marks. No, side meaning, see, it is a numerical, so you have to do it step by step. You cannot do it at the side. Yes, that is what I'm telling. But what you have done here is correct, but you will not get marks. 2 mark आसा जाल्यार half mark मेळटलो. Half. Because you get marks for steps for numericals. Can we proceed? Yes, I hope all have done this, right? Next, right, resolution of vector. Resolution of vector. Resolution of vector. Okay, everyone pay attention here. So normally vectors जे आसात पळय ते आमी एक सिंगल डायरेक्शन कन्सिडर करतात. म्हणल्यार एक तर ते वर्टिकल आसपाक जाय or they have to be horizontal. Okay, they have to be vertical or horizontal. If you see any vector going like this, slanting, vector A, which is going like this slanting, then we have to always resolve it into its two components. What will be the components? What I said, vectors कशे आसपाक जाय, either vertical or horizontal. So if you see any vector going like this, neither horizontal nor vertical, slanting like this, what you have to do? You have to, suppose this is going like this, you have to resolve, cut करप तेका, resolve it into its two components. एक vertical आसतलो, एक horizontal आसतलो. So when you resolve it, that A is no longer present. What you are doing basically, तेका cut करून तेजे दोन parts करतात. That is called as resolution of vector. Okay, so this one you are cutting and you are getting two parts of it. Now, what are those parts called? This is your component of this vector, a part of it, this vector, which we call it as component. This is along which axis? X-axis. So take a now give this AX. This one is along Y-axis. So this component is named as A. Now they have some name or formulas for it. Okay. This vector will make some angle theta. Now you have to check where is your angle theta, near which component. The line which is nearer to theta is always your A cos theta. The line which is nearer to theta is always your A cos theta. The component which is away from theta, there's no theta over here, is always your A opa kuch jaya sin theta. So your A is divided into two components. One will be A cos theta, second one will be A sin theta. Which one is not always AX will be A cos theta. Your figure can be like this as well. Your figure can be like this as well. Theta koyu aspa shakta. Now this is anyways your AX. This is anyways your AY. Now tell me which one will be this component. It will be A sin theta. This one will be A cos. The line which is nearer to theta is always your vector cos theta. The line which is away from theta is your vector sin theta. And what are these? Any slanting vector has to be resolved into its two components, cut into its two components. So say for example, just for an example, not always true. Suppose ho asa amcho 4 value as a 4 asa. Eka cut करून कितले मेळटले आमका? As a value 2, as a value, but not always true, depending on what angle it is. Is that clear? Okay. Second thing to note, vectors chenna resolve. Again, this part is very important for your 12th standard as well. Vectors chenna resolve करतात त्यांना main vectorची AY and AX त्याचे दोन componentsची जी tail असता, all three tails have to be connected together. You cannot do like this. This is wrong. Head and दोघांची tail connect करपाक मेळना. All three tails have to be connected together. Is that clear? So if I have something like this, आता हो एक vector झालं. If I have something like this, A. Tell me how you will resolve slanting. It is not vertical, it is not horizontal. How you will resolve it into its two components? One and yes, say I have something like this, A. Two components, tail. So whichever side it is, teka split kara. It is as good as saying that. Just split it. Just split it. Is that clear? Split kartali 90 degrees split kartali. Yes? Okay. Now coming back over here, parat sangat, what is the components of the two vectors? How to find out? X and Y axis astale. The line which is nearer to theta is your A. Don't say only cos theta, then student write only cos theta. It is vector into cos theta. The line which is away from theta is vector into sin theta. Is that clear? Okay. Now suppose this is one thing. उल्टाय आम्ही assume करपाक शकतात. If I have two vectors, हेजो नाव आसा AY, हेजे नाव आसा AX. What is the angle between the two vectors? 90 degree. What will be the resultant of this two vector? A astolo or two vectors atta previous शिकल्यात ते आम्ही two vectors making some angle. How is the resultant? Yes or no? This was your resultant, right? What answer you all were getting? हांव एका आराच्या वाट्याचे A नाव दिव. Okay. So what is your A? Equal to root of AX square plus AY square plus 2AX AY cos 90. Cos 90 or angle 90 as an angle between the two vectors. So this becomes 0. So what is your A? It is root of AX square plus AY square. Yes. So it goes both the way around. If you have a slanting vector, you can resolve it into its two components. One component is your A cos theta, one component is your A sin theta. If you have two components making some angle say 90 degree, then what will be the resultant of it? In a line in between, and what will be the value of it? Root of AX square plus AY square. Okay. Slanting dila, resolve kara. Components dila, what you can find out? The main vector from it. Okay, now this is in vector form. Okay, root of ax plus ax square plus ay square. Is this part clear to everyone? Just note it down. Where your theta is present, that is important. Those who have finished, go to page number 6, question number 10. Instead of A, they have given R there. Resultant is given as 20. Angle is 60 degree. Find Rx and Ry. X component and Y component. So usually हमें cos figure consider करता था. If it is set theta with respect to something else, then हो गया. But usually we refer to this one. Theta with your x-axis. So solve it. R is given as 20. So your basically A is given as 20 with respect to this one if we take. Theta is 60. Find Rx and Ry. What will be the formula for Rx? Yes. Rx is R cos theta. Ry is R sin theta. You are just finding Rx and Ry. All that root is not required. R is given to you. Theta is given. What will be Rx? R is how much? 20. Are you all understanding what you all are doing? R is given to you. Here, R is given. Theta is given. You have to find Rx and Ry. So what is the formula for Rx? R cos 60. What is the formula for Ry? R sin 60. Just components asked. So what is the value for Rx? Hmm? Rx will be 20. It is 20, no? Cos 60. So 20 into half. So answer will be 10. Units are not mentioned. Okay. Ry will be what? 20 sin 60. How much is sin 60? Root 3 by 2. So it will be 10 root 3. If you want, you can solve this further. 10 into root 3 value is how much? 1.73. 2. So this will be 17.32. Root 2, root 3 values are something that you need to remember for MCQ purpose. Root 2 is 1.414. Root 3 is 1.732. A constant आताच खूप फाटी रिपीट जाता. Done? Okay, let us solve question number 11. I will explain this. Although you will not get it for your exam, but what is actually the splitting of the vectors that you all need to know and how it will be used in your 12th standard. Okay, just pay attention here. Find the resultant of these forces. So you can see how many forces over here. Kitle forces is that everyone stop writing, pay attention. How many forces you can see? 3, right? 20 Newton, 10 Newton and 30 Newton. You have to find resultant of it. Resultant means you need to have only one value of force. How many forces are here right now? 3. In short, it is trying to tell you at this point there are 3 forces acting. One is at 60 degree, 30 degree, and one is mutually, perpendicular to that point. Okay. How many forces you need? Only one. So you have to resolve this to get a single force. How to get the single force? Let us not touch this one because it is anyways vertically acting. How are these 2 forces acting? Slanting. When they are slanting, what you have to do? Resolve them into its 2 components. So let me resolve one at a time. This is 10 Newton. So heka resolve करून मका एक हांगा मेळटलो, एक हांगा मेळटलो. That means this is my 10 cos 30, 10 cos 30. ऐकाच सारख्या. This is my 10 sin 30. Correct? I split this into its 2 components. The line which is nearer to theta is your 10 cos 30. Line which is away from theta is your 10 sin 30. When I split it, what happens to this one? This one is present or gone? Present or gone? When I split it, is it present or gone? It is gone. So this one is gone. त्याचे 2 components आले माझ्याकडे. Now what I will do with this one? Split it again. I split it again. So I get 2 components again here. Has your a component and vertical component. What will be this line called as? 20 cos 60. What will be the 2 lines आल्यात पण? One component of this one, other component of this one. So what it will be? 20 sin 60. What will happen to this line? Present or gone? Gone. Now you are getting forces, force vectors. All these are Newton. All are Newton. You are getting only vertical and horizontal components. आता logic if 2 vectors are going in same direction, you add them up. If they are going in opposite direction, you subtract them. And final करून आमका कितले मेळपाक जाय? Single. So which one you can start first? ह्या दोन्ही एक डायरेक्शनान वयतात. You can add them up. What is the value of this one? 10 into sin 30 is how much? Half, right? So sin 30 is half. So answer कितलो जालो? 500. What will be this? 20 root 3 upon 2. So how much is this? 17.32 atta मिळाला आमका. Okay, same value it will be. Then comes any other one is left? No. So first let us add these 2. What will be the answer? 17.32. Otherwise 10 root 3 plus 5 we करपाक जाता. So 15 root 3 जातले ते as of now. If you want, add it up. Otherwise you keep that root 3. So these two vectors, when I add, how many vectors am I getting? Two vectors. When I add, how many vectors will I get? A single vector. What will be that vector called as? 10 plus 5, 15 root 3 Newton. Correct? 10 root 3 plus 5. Or 5 plus 17.32. No problem in that. Okay. This side, how much I have? 30 Newton. This side, I have 20. Can we solve this directly? How much it will be? 20 into cos 60 is half. So this answer will be 10 Newton. How much will be this? 10 cos 30 is cos 30 root 3 by 2. So that will be 5 root 3 Newton. Okay. So this side you have we are not multiplying. Okay, fine. Correct. So we can add up directly and write. So 17, how much it will be? 22.32. Okay, fine. Correct. This is Newton. No, I took it as multiplication. My fault. So this is 10 Newton. This is 5 into how much it is? 1.732. Okay, multiply. Now what you are going to do? Now how many vectors you have? 4. Can you solve two vectors at a time? How these two vectors are going? Opposite. So किती करतले? Subtract करतले. Direction खंयच्यान आसतलो? This will be 5 into 1.732. It will be something 5 point something कितलो तरी येतलो. Okay. This is 10. This is lesser. So what will be the final direction? This minus this you will do. So what will be the final direction? A direction and okay. These two vectors are going, when you solve these two, किती विचारणार रिव्हिजन बी करते. So these two are in opposite direction. Subtract केले हे direction आणायलो. These two are in opposite direction. Subtract केले in which direction it will be? 30 because this one is dominating. Okay. आता 4 आशिले कितले vectors मिळे? 2. One is in this direction, one is going down. Now you want how many? Only one. Now can you tell me what will be the resultant of it? Which side it will be? Two vectors, two components. Resultant goes how? This is your final result. And what will be that value? Suppose this is say something x and this is y. Then what this will be? X square plus. You will not get these questions for exam, but you should know how to solve it for your future. Understanding? Okay, so you don't solve it, just boron dorat. Later on, if you want, you can solve it. Just show the directions and give, then you all can solve it. Now, next write dot product. Is it? Is Albeda hello? What you said? Next write dot product. Dot product. Okay. Just pay attention here. Right. So दोन vectors is dot product. There are two concepts: dot product, which is also called as scalar product, and second one is um, cross product, which is also called as vector product. Okay, that we'll do next time. We'll do only this one. So will tell you what type of different problems that you can get. First of all, if I have two vectors A and B making some angle theta. Okay, two vectors making any angle 0, 180, whatever the angle is. Then you can find a dot product of it. A dot B बरेता they write it as what? A dot B. And what is the formula for dot product? It is magnitude of A. A is in vector form. So magnitude of A, magnitude of B into cos theta. What is the formula for dot product? A B cos theta. A vector forman astolo, there's a magnitude kadpacho, B acho magnitude. Either it will be given in magnitude form, it will be cos theta. Is that clear? Okay. You can get different questions on it to find directly A dot B, or they might ask you find theta. Is that clear? Okay. So say for example, I'll take one example. If A is given as 2, B is given as 3, and theta is given as 60 degree. What will be A dot B? Find A and B can be given in values, theta will be given in value. What will be A dot B? Tell me. It will be 2 into 3 into cos 60. So this will be cos 60 is half. So answer will be what? So either things will be given in terms of values. A will be given in terms of value, a number. B also will be given in the form of a number. Theta will be given. They will ask you to find A dot B. What is the formula? A B cos 60. Simple? Yes? Okay. Second method, you can get your A and B is in Cartesian form. A and B कशी दिल्या? Direct value. Second method, you can get it in Cartesian form. Do you know what is Cartesian form? I cap, J cap, K cap form. Okay. So they can give you something like this. 2I cap minus 3J cap plus 1 K cap. अशी देवपाक शकता. B can be given in terms of again say I cap minus 4J cap plus 2K cap. Something like this. Some values. When it is given in Cartesian form, how to find A dot B? Otherwise, general formula be kaidi na, because nothing is asked, direct numericals you get on. So find A dot B. Where values are given, you directly multiply it. When it is given in Cartesian form, first write the equation for A. Correct? Then write the equation for B. Okay, now how to find the A dot B? Multiply this with this one, plus multiply this with this one, plus multiply K with K. Is that clear? Okay, suppose हांगा एक K ना IJ K आसा, हांगा फक्त IJ तसा, then आमचो K term किती जातलो? Multiply it with, in other words, you are multiplying it with 0. Okay, so tell me what will be the answer? 2 into 1. So it will be 2. Plus minus 3 into minus 4. Plus 12. Plus 1 into 2. So what is the final answer? 16. Understood, no? What it is? Yes. So if it is given in value form, directly write it. If it is given in Cartesian form, this is the way to solve. Okay, this multiply with this one, this multiply with this one, this multiply with this. Simple. Okay. Let us, please don't write anything. Let us take some cases. Case 1. What will be A dot B if theta is equal to 0? A dot B is equal to what? AB cos theta. Theta kitlo getla? 0 get. Cos 0 is 1. So what will be your A dot B? It is AB. So this is your maximum value of dot product. Maximum value of dot product, when do you get? When your angle is 0. Second case, what will happen if theta is 180 degree? A dot B will be AB cos 180. How much is cos 180? Minus 1. So A dot B will be minus AB. Negative of some value. So this will be what? Your minimum value of A dot B. So dot product minimum value can netlo when theta is 180 degree. Okay. Last one, third one. When theta is 90 degree, tell me what will happen? A dot B will be AB cos 90. And how much is cos 90? This part clear? Maximum when theta is 0. Minimum theta is 180. And when it is 90, dot product will be 0. Wait. Last part. This is your J. This is your J cap. This is your I cap. And this is your K cap. What will be I dot I? J dot J, K dot K, I dot J, I dot K, आणि कोण उरलं? I dot J, I dot K, J dot K, right? J dot K. Okay. Now tell me what will be the value of this? Based answer. If the, see what do you mean by theta is 0? Your vector A and vector B are going in same direction, overlapping or same direction. When it is minimum, vector A and vector B are going in opposite direction. 180 degree म्हणल्यार कितें? Opposite direction. And when it is 0, when your vector A and B are perpendicular to each other. So always remember, dot product of two vectors will be 0 when they are perpendicular to each other. Dot product of two vectors will be 0 when they are perpendicular to each other. Dot product of two vectors will be maximum when they are going in same direction. Now these are the two vectors. What you think is the direction of two vectors going in same direction? So what should be the answer? Magnitude of A, magnitude of B. That is magnitude of I, magnitude of I. And what is magnitude of unit vector? 1. So answer किती जातलो 1. 1 into 1 झाले ते. What do you think is J dot J? J dot J, both are going in same direction. So it has to be K dot K. I dot J. I, J, how are they going? 90 degree. 90 degree असल्या dot product कितलं जातं? Very good. J dot I dot K. J dot K. Is that clear? Yes. This is the entire summary of dot product. If the values are given, you have to directly put the formulas, find out the answer. अगर theta find out करपा घेता, which will solve in the next class. If it is given in Cartesian form, what you have to do? I with I multiplication plus J with J plus K with. That will be your answer. Cases, if two vectors are in same direction, dot product will be maximum. If they are in opposite direction, minimum, subtract negative value at. And if it is 90 degree, 0. I dot I, J dot J, K dot K, I dot J, 0. Why? Because perpendicular. Is that clear? No doubt. That will be the last.